For this. All right, here we go. All right, welcome to the Breakfast Lab, guys. Today we were showing you guys some of the work that we completed. Okay, guys. So here's a course that we
Hey Ed,
completed, and we
Ed,
completed in the platform. And we will welcome you guys to the AI Breakfast Lab here. So this is the YouTube Growth Boot Camp that we put in here, and then of course we've also have other courses that we put together, all in the AI platform. This image and the video and all the content that we put together in the free course was done with our AI platform. And this is a free course you guys can take. Let me go ahead and put that in the chat for you guys. And here, I'll just copy all that. I'll send it to James and he could cut off my affiliate link there. And James, you had something to say? You wanted to welcome the YouTubers or?
yeah, no, if you can make me host and I'll stream this live while we're doing it as well.
Sure.
And by the end of this, I think it would be a lot of these people might want to meet us out in Franklin.
Yes,
Might
yes.
let them know about that.
Yes, absolutely. All right, James, let me get you co-host here. You got to tell me that in the beginning here, so I'm sorry. So
No worries. You guys just make me host and I'll make you co-host. I have to be host to stream live.
there you go. Well, all right, guys. So yeah, I need to be able to share now. So sorry for the
There we go.
pause here, guys.
There we go. We're good to go.
All right, let's get to work. All right, we're hem hawing around here, so let me stop hem hawing around. Let's hide the controls. You know, I'm the biggest critic of myself, right? So I blame myself. That's one of the things you guys got to, we're all, as an entrepreneur, you got to take responsibility, right? Responsibility is, everything is my fault when you're an entrepreneur and you're leading, right? It's that's a responsibility you got to take. If you're responsible for people in your organization or employees, you never want to point the finger at anybody. It's always your fault, right? And you got to take that weight on as an entrepreneur. Just a little advice for you guys if you're thinking about building teams and so forth. You got to be that servant leader sometimes, right? And you got to get down and get to work. You got to be willing to do the janitor work. And I guarantee you, our lab rats right here, I can't say enough about Suzanne and James and the work that they do and how hard they work, how hard we work together, and everybody else on the team. They work hours to put these systems together to offer this training to you so that it makes it simple for you, right? So I want to do a little bit of training and we're going to put together a concept on this. So this is the training that I want to do and let me tell you why I want to do it, okay? So this is a concept that I put together years ago, but I think it's very applicable because really any content we put together, whether it's books, courses, um, social media, and we're using AI to do it, right? Our whole goal should be profit. Now, shares and likes and subscribes are okay, but I don't know about you, they don't bring that dollar in, right? Because that's what really matters to any business. Or any coach or anybody in general, families, right? If we're going to be using AI to amplify our marketing so that the volume of our competition is muted out, we up our game, right? Which we certainly can, right? The question is, how can we make it profitable, right? I mean, I could post, I've seen businesses post 3, 5 times a day and not even acquire customers. Yeah, they may get a lot of likes and shares because of the dancing cat or the dancing dog or the dancing donkey, but the question is, does it lead to a conversion? Whatever their conversion goals are. So this is some advanced training. We're not going to talk about this a lot, but I want you guys to understand this, right? Because the feeling of, have you ever felt robbed or someone that's felt robbed when they hired a marketing agency or solopreneur claiming to, help your company with paid media or social media management, and at the end of the month, at the end of the quarter, there's no sales. You almost feel like robbed, but you don't want to tell them that. You just tell them, hey, I think I want to cancel, right? You want your money back. We've all felt that before, right? It's okay because you didn't know about profit driven marketing, and neither did they, because we're going to educate you on this at the Breakfast Lab this morning. So I want all of you in the Breakfast Lab to put a 10 in the chat and promise yourself that you're not going to waste any money unless you consider and use profit driven marketing in the past. You're not going to hire somebody to do work for you because you're going to craft the message by coming here to the Breakfast Lab so that your efforts can be profitable. That is the goal, right? So I want you to promise me that you're not going to waste any money on other marketing uh, software or paid media or anything like that unless you implement these strategies, right? Because it's not fun wasting money. I don't know about you, right? Yuck. All right. So just make sure that as you advance in your business or your entrepreneurship, that every dollar you spent should make profit. So there's basically three stages of profit driven marketing that we put together. Number one, end to end measurement, measuring the result of your efforts. And right now, that's easy with AI, especially with our system. We could tell you if an AI, if a landing page is working and converting. Yeah, if you're doing paid ads, we could track that. We could see how many phone calls we get. We could get a phone number in the AI system that calls in all the recording calls. We could find out how many calls booked appointments. So we can measure that. That's simple with AI. A lot simpler now than it was 5, 10, 15 years ago. Then you got to optimize those for profit. This is logic, right? Then you got to reinvest and grow. Like if I find a slot machine, that is producing me money, then I'm going to stay on that slot machine, metaphorically speaking. So let me ask you guys, put a 10 in the chat, or actually put A or B in the chat. What advertiser do you think is doing better? Their cost per lead is 10 and one is 20. Put A or B. And James or Suzanne, tell me what we're getting here.
We're getting mostly A's based on that information that they've been given.
Mostly A's? Great. How about now? The cost per sale for A is $60. The cost for B is 120. Who's doing better, A or B? Put it in the chat. Mostly A's?
Yep, I think we're still getting A's.
Okay. All right. Let's look at it a little bit more. The key idea here I want to shift for you is that profits optimize the trade-off between price and volume. So yes, A, cost per acquisition is 50. Conversions, yes, they got 10. Margins per conversion, 1,000. The gross margin was 10,000 because 10 times 1,000 is 10,000. The total amount of investment in their marketing, because that stands for search engine marketing, was $500. Their ROI was 20 to 1. The $100 cost per acquisition on B, 30 conversions, gross margin, and their investment in search engine marketing. They paid more to get a customer, right? So A, right? Now, let's look at this. Now, you tell me, looking at the profits, who and what company did better, A or B? Put it in the chat. B, right?
Here we go, B. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why? Because they utilize profit-driven marketing. This is a paradigm shift for you guys, and it ties into the AI Breakfast Clubs because, listen, we want our content to really shine. Whether you want to set up end-to-end measurement for a home service company, maybe you're a home service company, maybe you're, in that industry, you want to track the whole full journey of the customer. You want to connect your sales and your data. You want to discover what media is profitable, right? Or maybe you're in the loan business or you're servicing the home. You want to optimize the campaigns for profit. You want to turn marketing into a profit rather than a cost center. See, most of you were thinking at a cost function. Marketing is costing me something. But we think differently here. And you should think differently because marketing is a profit center, not a cost center. James puts it one way. This business didn't want to advertise. Tell that story real quick, and then he just didn't want to advertise. And what happened to him, James? Go ahead and tell us a
Oh
little bit.
yeah, yeah. So I'll tell you an abbreviated version of the story. So it's all about a business owner. He was getting his business started, and in the beginning, he didn't want to advertise because it cost too much, and he had all these expenses getting started. As he started building his business, well, he had to start hiring people and getting equipment, tools, and things for his. And he invested all his money in those things, and he didn't want to invest in advertising because it cost so much money, and he needed to spend money on all these other things. And then he started trying to create employee incentives and things like that. And so when someone come and talk to him about advertising, he said, I just can't afford to advertise right now because I'm doing this for my employees. And so he didn't advertise. But in the end, because he didn't advertise, his business he ran out of money, and he had to go out of business. And so when he did, well, he advertised so he could sell the assets of his business. And it's the sad story of all too many small entrepreneurs, or just entrepreneurs in general.
Yeah, we're not selling you on that. Hey, you got to do advertising. We're educating you. That's what the AI Breakfast Lab is about, right? So any AI marketing you could do, sure, it could be fun. Sure, you can get a lot of likes and shares, but don't forget to use these principles. So again, end-to-end measurement, optimize for profit, and reinvest and grow. Why? Why do you want to reinvest and grow? Because you want to stay in the market. Like, for example, if I'm competing with somebody else, if they're operating on cost function, they may run out of budget. You ever heard somebody say that, James or Suzanne? Oh, we're out of the budget for the year. We spent our budget, right? That already they're on cost function. They're looking at cost.
Right. There's
Then
like a paradigm shift, as you said earlier.
that's right. So what happens is what? It floods, and we're a flood insurance. Maybe we're a home service company that service water and damage. We're out of we're out of budget. See, now their competition, if they're using profit driven marketing, guess what? They're going to capture these customers at the right opportunity. They're always there. You're always there, right? Because you understand the business that you invest, then you get out, right? So here's how you basically do it. It's a lot of work, okay, guys? But with AI, you can really do this. I can connect a lot of stuff. I can have a lot of works coming in. I mean, look, you got marketing, campaigns, and the leads, AI creatives, and then you got sales, right? Booked appointments, paid, scheduled appointments, revenue, lifetime value, sales over here. The whole idea is to connect those things, right? Just connect them like a machine. Well, with AI, we could do that really good. Okay. So this is the importance because this is what matters over here, the sales data. So again, the 3 stages, all right? Common pitfalls, not using phone numbers. Well, we solve that problem. We can get a phone number tracking right in the system, record them. Performance of ads, landing pages. We could track different landing pages and mediums with AI. Where did the call come from? Well, that's easy. We could buy more than one phone number and put them on different platforms. We could buy a phone number and put it on our social media. We could put it on our LinkedIn. We could put it on our Facebook so we know exactly where it came from. If we're running ads on Facebook, put a different phone number on that landing page. So you could track. Maybe you're doing it, 2 different type of ads on Facebook. Why not buy a phone number for each one so that you could track which one is performing better? Otherwise, you're driving blind and you're wasting money. Got it? So here's a couple case studies, right? With things that we've done. I'm not going to go over it. We don't have time. Maybelline of New York, Guy MTV, results. They were great results from us that we did for Maybelline of New York. Of course, the whole idea is driving revenue. This was a healthcare case study, right? They invested $295,000. Their revenue increased by $2 million using profit-driven marketing, right? We're successful at this, right? The whole concept. So you got to have tools. You got to make sure connect the tools and the process. But the great news, all the tools are now in the AI platforms that we have, right? So we're excited because all this team members right here, marketers, account managers, a tech head, a business analyst, media specialists, designers, developers, copywriters, post-production, video creators, social media managers. Let me ask you, James, let me ask you, Suzanne, and the lab rats, can our AI platform do most of these things?
Oh yeah, and more.
Yes. Yes.
Well, so
And
before
more.
you have to hire your employees, but we don't have to do that now because we can do copywriting, writing blogs, right? Building landing pages. We can do all this now, right? It's so exciting. So that is an overview. I thought that would be very beneficial to everybody. If you would, put a 10 in the chat if that was valuable to your mindset as your business grow. Maybe it's not helpful for you now, but maybe it's helpful for you later. So what we're going to do, I'm going to share that document with James and with Suzanne, and we're going to put that actually, and I'm going to put that in our one of our apps, our personalities, and we're going to ask it to summarize it. So which app do you think we could do it? Because it's a big document. What app would be the best app to do it with? What do you think, Suzanne?
Oh, a big document.
Yeah. A
To
personality?
summarize it. I mean, yeah, for a personality.
No, we're going to
Yeah.
put
I mean,
we're not going to put it in personality. We want to get extract the information so we can start writing a little giveaway book on it.
yeah, I think like there's several. You could do wow. You could do the big idea or the idea buddy to get it started.
Okay.
Am I following you right? Because I'm kind of missing my coffee this morning too, a little bit.
Yes, you are. Yes, 100%. All right, let me share this document with you guys, and I'm going to go ahead and do this, and we're going to extract some information from here, okay? So let me share share this. And I could PDF for this guys. We're going to put this training obviously in the platform. So let's go ahead and anyone with a link, yes, copy link. And I'm going to send this to you guys right now, and then we're going to take this and download it. Probably download it as a PDF, and we should be good to go. And let's see what kind of outputs we can get. I'm going to download it myself. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to show you where we put that. And we're going to go into the dashboard. So let me share my screen. And then we'll have these guys do the same thing and see what they can get out of it. So I downloaded that. So I'm going to go into our coaches. And we have coaches inside here. So let's see, where are they? There they are, right here. I'm going to go into my personality, which is Ed Garza. And I'm going to add this PDF that we just downloaded.
While you're doing that, Ed, what I want to share with CJ Jansen, not to worry. We know this is kind of going fast, but we're recording this, so you can go back and actually play it slowly and get each piece. Maybe just play a few minutes of it, make your notes, and then that way you can get each piece. So you are in the right room. Just know that we will be, you will have access to this on our platform to be able to go through it at a slower pace. And thank you so much for being here.
Yes, and this is a lab. This is not a workshop, right? You can ask questions, and yes, it is recorded. So we thank you for being here. But we're going to slow down now, obviously, because we're going to show you what we're doing here. So what I'm doing is I'm working with a personality, and this personality has a knowledge base of information that's going to be helpful for me to seriously extract information out of this PDF I just went through and craft some messaging for it. And we're going to show it to you live here. So give me a second. I'm trying to get the actual PDF here and find it here. There we go. All right. So I'm going to put that on my desktop so I can find it. And then we're going to add it. So I see this plus button down here. I'm just going to click on that. And I'm going to look for the document that I just put on here. And it's called Profit Driven Marketing. Here it is right here. This is it. See, remember that? You saw that. So I just click that. And now I can actually speak into here and say what I want. Can you please provide me a thorough summary of all the content that you see in this PDF and cover every detail as if you are a news reporter reporting on this specific topic of profit-driven marketing. Okay, so you can see what I did, right? So this personality has my 30 years of knowledge, books that I've written, content, processes, formulas that I've run successful campaigns for a variety of companies. It has my knowledge. So we're going to try this. And then we're going to have also, Suzanne's probably using the WOW app. Am I right?
Yeah.
Look at this, guys. Look at this. Do you see this? Now, tell me something. It gave me a good summary, right? So here's the topic, right? Here's the 3 steps. Comparison, it gives me some case studies, must-have tools, the marketing team that you need. Okay, very good. So I could copy that and I could take that in to our platforms. And now I could have everything be put together. So for example, maybe I want to write a book. So this is our book genius right here, step number 1. Now I could put that right subject matter of the book idea, the topic or field, and I can start writing the book. But before I do that, I want to see what these guys came up with based on what app that they use, so we can show their diversity and the fluidness of our AI platform. You could either use a personality like Ask James Moneypenny, or Ask Ed Garza, or ask the AEO mom boss right here, right? She has her own. We all have our personalities with our knowledge base. By the way, you could do the same thing because you have knowledge. Most of you on this call, you have expertise. And if you want help with that, well, we can help you with that. As a matter of fact, that's a tool we have in the platform. You can create unlimited chat bots and you can connect your knowledge base that can sit right on your website or it can sit behind a username paywall. Like after somebody pays, you could put a chat bot there that they can access and talk to that has your expertise. Just like we just used right there. Go ahead and share your screen, Suzanne, what you're using. WOW app. What are you using, James?
I'm actually extracting the data and I'm creating a video that talks about the importance of
Good.
using profit-driven marketing. I thought that would be a good thing
Yeah,
to
so
have.
a book summary. It's always good to have like a videos to help promote a book that you're going to write it. This is going to be a lead gen book, right? The idea behind this is we're going to record a webinar, and we're probably going to put a course, a paid course, or maybe even a free course on the Great Discovery, right? And then we're going to put obviously the book on there. The video is going to be useful. This is not a 1-day lab, type of project, but let's share the screen and show them what we're kind of outputting right now in the process of what we're doing, because that's what this lab is about. They want to see us work. So who wants to go, Suzanne or
Sure.
James?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was mine's running a little bit slow and it wasn't uploading. I was getting some errors, so I'm kind of bouncing back and forth between, and I'm happy to show that.
Okay.
Because sometimes you got to see like the bumpy stuff too. And you guys don't ever get worried. Like you can't break this stuff. So you just go in there, bump around. So I was having trouble with the extractor. So we're going to try it one more time. And I tried things a couple of times. Let's see.
It's a little too big for the extractor, probably. It's mainly for 1 pages. So you want to use you could try it.
Okay.
Well,
I already tried it and it gave me an error. So if you where would you recommend to go?
Go to
I
Wow.
use the Wow app.
Okay, that's where I was, and so it was doing the same thing, and I thought, oh, I need to hurry up. So I was trying to hurry,
Well, why
actually.
don't you get into course
Usually I take my time.
app.course buddy? Why don't you go there? Go to Course Buddy and let's use that tool because this is the
Okay.
this is a lab, okay? Just go into AI, go, yeah, there you go, and go to the Idea Buddy, the roadmap, the Course Buddy roadmap, Course Buddy roadmap. It's not a tool; it's on it's on the folder, Course Buddy roadmap.
Oh,
Idea Buddy, go to the Idea Buddy.
okay.
Now upload the document. Well, actually, tell you what, let me paste the information that I got to help you out a little bit here.
Okay. I can go grab
Um,
some stuff too.
yeah, I have the information here already.
Okay, cool.
Let me go to my app. Let's go to coaches, go to Ed Garza. By the way, all the conversations in the coaches are always saved. Cool? Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So you don't have to, you can always go back and look at it. Let me show you guys what I'm talking. So that's good things. Anything that you generate is going to be always available, right? So Suzanne, I'm going to give you some information and share a document with you. Just copy and paste it and let's put it in there.
Cool.
And James, you said you have a video already done? Or
Yeah,
you're working on it?
I'm actually processing it, so I can show you kind of what I've
Make sure
done
you
here if
edit
you'd
it
like.
too, please, with any errors and so forth, if you would, please, before you show it.
Yeah,
That'd be great. Yep.
yeah, I'll just show you what I'm working on if you want, just so
Yes,
they can see
yes,
kind of the process.
that would be good.
So here's what I did. First step is, let me go to a different screen to show you the first step. First step is I went in here to the Wow app. As you know, the navigation here on the left, and go in here to the writing tools. And I went into this tap right here, the Wow tap. And we call them taps because you can do so many things with just a tap. Of course, I'll hide this left navigation. And then I uploaded the PDF using this upload button. And I won't go through and upload it again, but I had it extract everything from this. And now I'm in the Video Genius tab. And I have come here at the very top to not the website, which you guys see us use a lot, but just the text. We can paste in the text. And I just typed in the top, create a book summary of this overview, and I pasted in the entire overview. And now what I'm doing is I'm actually selecting, what language that I want. Do I want it to be hype? Well, I'm going to make it sales because this is about sales. You can have different types of themes: hype, sales, story time, announcement, inspirational. So I'm going to do sales, and I'm going to use English because I only know Texan and a little bit of English. I'm still trying to learn English. And I could do, scroll stopping or photorealism. On this one, I'm going to go ahead and do photorealism, and I'm going to use a nice authoritative voice. This is one of the most popular voices on TikTok and YouTube and other places. And I picked the music EDM. It's kind of got a nice beat to it. I turned the voice all the way up, the volume up, and the music down so it doesn't overpower the voice. And I chose to highlight and I am going to have captions. And then here on the color, what I'm doing is I'm going to take and I'm going to drag this book over here to the side, minimize it a little bit, and I'm going to select a color. I could just click a color here, or I could put in a color code, but I'm going to select this eyedropper, and I'm going to come over here and pick a color from this book. So I'm kind of staying in line with the branding of the book. And then I'm going to put in here, make it about, minute and 40-second overview. I'll make it landscape, and I'm going to click put the captions at the top. And then now I'm just going to click generate or create AI video. It says it takes about 8 minutes. It usually takes a little bit less. But once this is rendered, then I'll go ahead and come back on the screen and show you the results. But this is such a simple yet powerful AI tap for promoting and building your business or just doing something fun with your family. With that, I'll turn it back over to you, Ed, and we'll go from there.
Very good. So I put a summary of kind of where we're at right now. So, and to give everybody a kind of a clue. So what we've done, let me back up and share with you guys. What we've done is we've talked about profit-driven marketing first, okay? The 3 steps, end-to-end measurement, right, is the first step. Optimizing campaigns for profit is the second step. And then reinvesting and growing. Now, this is something you may use now or you may use it later. But my point in the matter of sharing that was that any type of media that we put out, we definitely need to make sure that it generates profit, right? And we have all the tools in the AI platform to track that. Call tracking numbers, websites and funnels, videos, assets. We could easily track that without hiring a lot of people. The AI could do a lot of that stuff for us. And we could just log in and look at what's working, what's converting, how many times are people booking appointments with me, and how many sales that I've made, how many conversions that I've made. That's easy stuff to do now. It used to be harder years ago. Now it's a lot simpler. So what we're doing is just so everybody understands simplicity, we're putting together a mechanism to take a business owner from point A over the Red Sea to point B. The mechanism that we're creating, because we need to do content to evangelize profit-driven marketing so that we could get customer inquiries. So people can raise their hand and say, hey, I need help. We need a course. We need a webinar. What else do we need? We need a book. We need a video book, like a video promo book. Maybe we need an audio book that people can listen to in their car or while they're working out. That is the mechanism, or that is the bridge over the Red Sea to help them get from point A to point B, which is point B is I want them to use and make profit, right? We want them to make profit. That is our goal. So that's kind of an overview for those of you that had some questions. You want to get an overview of where we're at. That's where we're at. Does that make sense? Put a 10 in the chat if you understand and you're caught up now to help you understand that. Great. Now you guys understand. That's where we're at. So now what we're doing, the simplicity of we're creating assets to help us educate, because it is a massive responsibility as an agency like ours to educate people, to help them understand, like Suzanne talked about, a paradigm shift, right? We need to shift people to think from, anybody ever seen the Mad Men cable television show? In the past, put a 1 in the chat if you've seen that show, the Mad Men. Those are the Madison Avenue agencies, right? Those were the ones that were, I mean, they had a lot of fun in that show, right? You remember that show? If you've seen it, put a 1 in it. If you haven't heard of it, it's an interesting show to watch, but it's all about Madison Avenue agencies. There was called the Mad Men. So my teams in the past have been coined the Math Men, M-A-T-H, the Data Men. So you got the Mad Men and you got the Math Men. Who do you think is going to win all the time? Who do you think, guys? The Math Men or the Mad Men?
Math men.
The Math Men, right? Because it's not only do we have the madness of the Mad Men, but we also have the math, so we could prove the data. We know what's working. Okay, so that's kind of highlight overview. All right, I'm sure the video's almost done. I'm sure Suzanne's putting together something. You could just take it, whether it's content that we need. You understand now. You're caught up, right, Suzanne? So you understand we just need content to get them over that bridge. Whatever it is that you want to do and show them, just create it and let's show them. Okay, so why don't you do that? I'm going to start. Let me go, actually, before I do that, go ahead and share what you're doing. I'm going to work on the, okay, so you're going in the book buddy. Who's sharing here? You're muted. I can't hear you.
I'm not sharing.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so before that, I had the WOW app summarize it for me. And so it came over here and it broke it down, and I gave it specific instructions to simplify it and bring it down to like almost a fifth grade reading level, because that doesn't dumb things down when you ask it to do that. It just uses different verbiage whenever it does that. So I want y'all to understand that fact. Then I copied it. So over here, if you want to edit or copy it, I just come down to this button, I copied it, and then I went over to our author tools, and I came down to Book Buddy Step 1, and it gave me a ton of information over here. And then let's see here. Let me go back to 1. I'll probably have to resend it again. So I came to 1, Book Buddy 1. It gave me a lot of really good information. This is kind of similar to what we were doing yesterday with Frank. So Frank, you probably are remembering some of this. With the tables, it gives you options of what it thinks is going to work the best, and it gives you a score, gives you factors, target audience appeal. These are all really important things, unique selling points. And this also helps you to understand how to share the message with other people whenever you're reading this. You're like, oh yeah, I can easily explain this to someone else with some of these lines. So then I did this, and then it gave chapters right here. So this is great. It just gets you moving, because it would be great to help educate other people in this in a simplistic way. So a book is a great way to do that. And then you don't have to say the same thing over and over again. They can read it at their leisure. And then we've got these chained apps, which means you can just send it to the next step. So the next step over here. And so we just click that, and we're going to let the AI work right here. This is saving so much time, you guys, and it keeps you rolling. We may be so used to AI right now that we're like, oh, I have to wait for it to load. Guys, remember how long this used to take, like, to do all this stuff. So, and then here it is. It uploads it into the inputs. I didn't have to do that. It does it. And now I'm going to do generate results. And then we're going to let it do its thing. And now for me personally, while it's doing its thing, I'll usually hop over and do something else. Like if I need to create some social media posts for this, I'll hop over to another tool and I'll start working in another tab while this is generating. So you're never losing time. Does that make sense?
Yes. Let's keep going. Yeah, that's great.
Okay. So we're just going to go from the results. If you want, I'm going to show you a nifty little trick here, if it'll let me do it while it's loading. So up here, if you have a Mac, I don't know if y'all can see my screen. Oh, there we go. I'll show you in just a second. Okay. So here we go. Chapter 1. It's giving you the expanded points, additional topics. Then it moves to chapter 2. And it is literally writing this book for you. And once again, you can edit this at any point. And if you want to go through it right now, and then you go, you know what, I really don't like this part over here, just come up, do your edit tool right here, and start taking it in a different direction if you don't like it. And then just use the check mark.
Now,
so
this is the powerful part of the tool. Look, it's gone to chapter 3. Keep going down. Chapter 4, chapter 5, keep going down. Chapter 6, keep going down. Chapter 7, keep going down. Chapter 8, keep going down. Chapter 9, keep going. Chapter 9. So it's 9 chapters. So this, if we were to go forward with this, which we can,
all from a PDF,
what we could do, it will write easily a 30,000 or more with 9 chapters. You don't have to. You could tell the AI platform in step 1, hey, I just want a 3-chapter book or a 4-chapter book, because I promise you, a 9-chapter book is going to be 30 to 40,000 words right here in the app. A first draft for you. Let's go ahead and send it. Let's go ahead and send this to book. It's gonna write chapter 1 now.
Okay.
And then we're going to show you how we're just going to do 1 chapter now, because that's all we have time for. James is going to show us the video. Okay, so let's generate the results. You chose college level. I'd rather choose dumbed down level. So.
Oh, I should have gone down on that. Yeah. And once again, y'all, that doesn't mean that you're dumbing things down when you go to that next level down. It just speaks differently. That's all. You won't lose your quality.
You could do it again. So generate it
Yeah,
again.
let's go
Yeah.
fifth grade.
Yes, we'll go fifth grade level.
Okay.
Because AI is pretty smart, guys, so it's going to write some pretty big words. Sometimes even us smart guys in the lab have to look up a word. We're wondering, what is that word? I know it sounds familiar, but what does it mean, right? So that's why we
Right?
put this at readership level inside with the AI lab, right? So
Yes.
cool. So it's writing entire chapter 1 right now. So it's generating the results. Here we go. So the results are going to appear there. So boom. All right, so just scroll down. You can see, keep going down, 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 down. Yeah. So I wrote several chapters, right?
Wow. Look at that.
Yep.
Psychological impact of result-oriented marketing on consumer trust and loyalty.
Now, again, this is
Wow.
first draft, right? So we don't have to
Hmm.
do it now, but what we'll do is we're going to, Suzanne's going to dumb it down to a fifth grade level and generate the results, and she's going to put chapter 1 in a in a document for us to
Hmm.
work on this book. Now, when she puts it down to fifth grade, which you can redo these apps as much as you want, right? It's going to write
Hmm.
it out of fifth grade so you can see what it looks like. And you can see it doesn't take a long time. And again, the whole idea for it, read the summary at the top. See, all you got to do is copy and paste the expanded points and the additional points, right, to repeat this step. So here it is. It dumbed it down. Not really dumbed it down. It's probably a bad word. It it's not like for dumb
it
people. It's just for
it
people.
simplifies it.
There you go. It simplifies it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Because if you think about it, y'all, kids are not dumb. Kids are really bright, right? They just maybe don't know a certain word, but they know the meaning of what that word means. So,
Read that second paragraph. Imagine a big giant store.
okay, imagine a big giant toy store. The store is full of toys, but without a loud, interesting sign or a fun jingle on TV to tell children about these toys, the toys would just sit on the shelves collecting dust. That's what's happening when marketing is just an expense. Money goes out, but not much comes back in. Profit driven marketing flips this on its head. It's like giving that toy store a megaphone and letting everyone know just what makes their toys special. When marketing works like this, it doesn't just spend money, it brings money back.
Isn't that simplified, guys? Put a
Mm-hmm.
give me a 10 in the chat if you like the copy that it's writing. Now do me a favor. Yes, 10, definitely. Yes. Now, what we're going to do, let's stop sharing there and let's wrap this up and let James share the video that he's so quietly working on. I know he's working.
It's almost done.
Yeah,
It's
so
updating.
yeah, so we're going to complete this book. Why we think, for example, in one of our platforms, the AI Genius Club, we think having a service like this inside our channel and the Great Discovery would be great for you guys to evangelize to businesses, to have them go watch the free course on and download the free book on profit driven marketing because it'll help them shift their mind and maybe you can get a consulting gig and have them join the Great Discovery and put their courses on the Great Discovery and sign them up or whatever or get them as a client. Right, we want to evangelize and teach you guys. So with that being said, let's um, if you're interested in meeting us, all right, we're going to have a live event for the AI Breakfast Lab. It's going to be a live event, but it's going to be a concept where we're going to be using AI and YouTube to help companies, individuals, experts, course creators, anybody that wants to learn to become a pro on YouTube marketing. Now, when I say this, what we're going to do is this is going to be a 2-day event. That's right. Or if you want to do a VIP, you can do a 3-day event. You can spend time with James and I and Suzanne and other people, such as Dr. Breakthrough, for those of you that know him. Yes, he's going to be there and he's going to do our opening. So the cool thing about this is you get to engage with us and what we're going to do in that boot camp. Let me just show you. James, is the video still working?
Yeah, it's almost done. Go ahead and show them
Okay.
that, and it should be done by then.
All right. Let me show you the promo video for that while James is working on that. We would love to meet you guys if you want to come, right? I mean, we're excited about it. So we're going to take the lab to in person because nothing like in person, right? So let's just go and let me look at my onboarded courses. And then we have our YouTube growth in person. So let me put this in link in the chat. You could remove your, if you are an affiliate and you want to promote this, you know, James, we have people here from all over the place. So let me
Yeah, so
give,
I put the link in the chat without the affiliate code on the end. So you can go to that link. If you were invited by someone, you'll have to ask them for their affiliate code. It won't let you register without either their personal link to the event or their affiliate code, but either one will work. So
yeah.
if you are part of the Great Discovery team, then you can just go to that link, log in, and you'll get credit for it because you'll be logged in.
So who is, if you would put if you are with the Great Discovery, put a 3 in the chat, please. Put a 3 in the chat. I'd like to get some out of the 20, out of the people that are here. So if you're not with the Great Discovery, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. If you're not with the Great Discovery, put a 1 in the chat. Okay.
And I've got the video ready whenever you want me to share that.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a second here. So most of you are with the Great Discovery. Okay. Great. 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 Okay. Here's the link. Just add your affiliate link on the back end of it. That's for the live event that we're having in Franklin, Tennessee. It's a 2-day event. If you're interested in spending time with us Friday night, just message James or myself, and we can send you a link for that. There's limited seats on all of this, guys. So you could get it right now for $3.99, and you can find out more information there. So James, go ahead and let's show them that video.
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and step out there and just give you guys a special offer.
Mm.
We are doing a VIP event Friday night where we're going to take you out for drinks and hors d'oeuvres, maybe some karaoke, just have some fun. But you'll have one-on-one personal time with the marketing genius Ed Garza and this old Texas boy, and we'll just have some fun. Maybe we'll do a little karaoke, but it's going to be very engaging. It'll be much more intimate, just a small group of 5 or 6 people. So if you do join this today, within the next hour after this meeting, we will give you that VIP event free. It's $199, but we will include it in this $399 package if you join within the next 2 hours. So it's currently about 11 o'clock here in Texas. So, anything that's time stamped by 1 o'clock here in Texas, we're going to go ahead and include you in the Friday event. Folks, you're going to walk away with some incredible value and a YouTube channel that you just will not believe. With that, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I'll show you the video that we created to overview on this book. Oh, I'm not getting this. For some reason, I'm not able to share sound. Let me stop here.
This should share the sound automatically.
It's because whenever I click share, it's grayed out to share sound boxes.
Yes, you should be able to it'll share the sound, sir, automatically.
It will? Okay. All
Yes.
right. So let me go ahead and I'll just play it. Let me hide this little thing here.
And
Tell me,
you did some edits on this too?
yeah, I did. That's why I was re-rendering. So just let me know if you don't hear the sound.
Nope, don't hear it.
Okay, so let me figure out why we're not able to share the sound here. See if there's some settings here that that was weird. I've never seen it actually gray out. It's like totally grayed out. So here's what I'll do is I'm gonna post the video in the chat for people
No,
to
it's okay.
watch.
I could figure it out. So
Okay. There's something going
Um,
on here that's got the sound blocked, and I'm even logged on as the host, and it's not showing me.
I could do it. So you got to go to advanced on the screen sharing and click on
Okay.
computer audio.
Okay, advanced computer audio.
Sometimes it says
Okay,
same as system.
Yeah, and that should be good. If you click on that, now share this. Now share it.
I'll share. All right, so you see my screen?
Nope.
Clicking share and it's not showing up my screen, huh? Let me give you the link to the video. Maybe you can play it. Here, I'll give you the link here to it.
Mhm.
I'll put it here in the chat for you.
Are you tired of watching your marketing?
You hear it?
I hear it, but I don't see it.
Yes, we heard it, but you're not sharing screen.
Oh, okay. I'm going to share the screen. How about now?
Are you tired of watching your marketing
Yes?
It's low. It's low, low.
Low, low.
Yeah, try it now.
dollars vanish without? Are you tired of watching your marketing dollars vanish without a
Yeah.
trace? Welcome to Profit.
No?
Well, we can hear it, but it's very low. Maybe go ahead
I
and
can hear
play
it.
it because we can hear it good
It's
enough.
probably because everybody, you can hear it, Suzanne?
Yeah, but it is
Yeah.
low, but I can still hear it.
Okay, well, everybody be quiet. Let's listen. All right, here we go.
Are you tired of watching your marketing dollars vanish without a trace? Welcome to profit-driven marketing, where every cent works harder for your business. Our approach begins with end-to-end measurement. Track the full customer journey and see how your marketing directly drives sales. Next, we optimize for profit, transforming marketing from cost center to profit powerhouse. We analyze cost per sale, cost per lead, and conversion rates to boost your net profit. Then it's time to reinvest and grow, amplifying successful strategies for maximal market reach. By staying engaged and optimized, you seize bigger opportunities and better results. Avoid common pitfalls like neglecting conversation tracking and sales lead origins. Integrate tools like Google Analytics and call tracking metrics for smarter spending. Successful case studies like Gaiam TV show dramatic revenue growth with our methods. Texas Spine practices reduced reliance on referrals through strategic marketing enhancements. Creative A/B testing and keyword optimization played pivotal roles in their successes. A tactical marketing team is essential, from data analysts to video creators. Each team member is crucial in sustaining a profitable marketing ecosystem. With the right team, every marketing dollar amplifies your bottom line. Profit-driven marketing ensures your investments yield immense returns. Don't let your marketing spend go unaccounted for. Empower your business with strategies that guarantee growth and scalability. Join us today and transform your marketing into a profit-generating machine.
Okay, I just got to say that, wow, what a great video. That makes a great video that sits on a landing page. Yes.
High five, James.
Yes, great job, man.
Thank you.
See,
Thank
yeah,
you.
he's a lab rat, guys. He's really good, and I'm glad I taught him everything he knows. So yeah,
Me too.
yeah. No,
That's
we
true.
we learned from each other, guys. And James definitely learned when he saw the video platform. He learned and how to use the system, and he's become really efficient at it. If you guys haven't noticed, right? And that's
Mhm.
what we're good at. I've taught many people how to do this. So
Well, I do want to say that, folks, listen, I'm an East
yes, you'll be
Texas
able to
boy.
make it. You'll tell Kate. She's
Yeah.
asking, can she make a video like this? Tell Kate, yes.
Yes, you can, Kate. And let me share with you. I am an East Texas boy. I grew up in a time where there weren't computers. And when I started playing with this, it's just been, gosh, a few months, right? Just maybe 4 or 5 months ago. I didn't know anything about creating videos. I built international franchises. I paid tens of thousands of dollars for people to create one video for me. And you know, I would say my computer skills were like, down here, because I've always had to employ people like Ed to build things for me. You know, I could have the vision of building an international franchise, but doing all that stuff. And then when I started working with this stuff, yeah, at the beginning, I had to stretch and grow, and you know, it took a little effort to learn. You know, nothing good comes without some effort. But after just a month or two of doing this, my team members started calling me up and said, dude, who's making those videos for you? I said, well, I'm making them. How did you do that? You're a video genius. You're not, man. I mean, they just was going crazy. So my point here is, if this old East Texas boy can do it, you can do it. Just stick with us, take the time, invest in yourself, and we will definitely be seeing you at the top, because these tools are going to elevate you, not just to the top of the tippy top, but over the top. So just jump in.
I can tell you a video is an important component to a landing page, right? Because obviously video is the most popular call to action button on the internet. It's responsible for over 82% of all consumer acquisition in the marketplace. After somebody watches a video, they book appointments, they engage, right? Now, in addition to the video, you got to have, hooks, you got to have, FAQ questions, maybe even a webinar that they can watch, like a replay, on the landing page, maybe some testimonials, some case studies, a little bit about us, right? And how long we've been in the industry. That's the kind of stuff that we need on a landing page to convert, right? And then maybe we do an A/B split test. Maybe we do a different type of video where I'm just maybe like a sales letter that I'm talking, right? Or maybe we do a different one and we get Suzanne, and Suzanne reads a script on a transcript, and she does that. That's the sales letter, right? And then we test them. And the good news is AI is assisting us. It's like we have a team of, look, in 1 hour, we got the whole concept of a book put together that we can edit. We got a video sales letter script that we can use, right? And we can keep going. And the synergistic aspect of this, we're online. Imagine if you had, the concept of all this to grow your business. I mean, it's phenomenal. I mean, guys, I can't tell you enough, and I want to thank these guys for being here this morning, even though it was a tough coffee morning for all of us. But hey,
there must be something like in the energies out there, maybe some of y'all can let us know what's going on.
Yes.
So
the book that we wrote yesterday, that we wrote for Frank, James, you could show him that.
yes.
And then if you could send that link to Frank, and then we'll close it out here. This is something we did yesterday. So you could see that, yes, a book can be written. We started to work on a book today. We'll show it to you tomorrow or the next day on profit-driven marketing. We may change the name a little bit to the book title and shorten it a little bit. And then I'm going to build the landing page and the course in the Great Discovery also. So you'll be able to see the end work of this, but promise you it saves us a ton of time.
So Frank, I just emailed you that you should have that here just momentarily. And we do have some hands up. What do you think about maybe maybe promoting one or two people to panelists, let them share some comments about what they've seen today and so far in the Breakfast Club, Ed?
Yeah, that's fine. That's Betty had her hand raised, so let's bring up Betty.
Okay, we'll bring her up here.
Is it Betty or is it Beatty? How do you pronounce your name?
Hang on, let me get her pulled up here.
I did it.
Oh, you got her? Okay.
Yep.
You'll have to unmute yourself, Betty.
Hi.
Hello. I know you now that I can see you. I'm so glad to see you here. And you and your sister are just such amazing people. I love you both.
You know what? I totally agree.
That's good. That's good.
No, I have an ebook. And so I came on today because I want to find out how to make it into an ebook. Let's see, I have the copy. Now, how do I make it into an ebook and get it out? Is that clear?
So you have it written, and what do you want to do with it? You want to create a course with it? Do you want to do an audio book? What is it you're looking to do?
Well, I want to make it an ebook. It's not an ebook yet.
Okay.
What it is, I have the copy and everything. And then I want to get it out. And I don't know how to do that.
Okay. All right. Well, we could help you with that. James, we could maybe schedule her for um
Yeah, schedule for a lab.
for a lab. If not tomorrow, but maybe another day. So why don't you guys work together and schedule that? And James, you just let us know.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yes.
If anybody would like to raise their hand and say, hey, I'd like to make some comments about, what you think about the labs we're doing and how maybe it's helping you understand, AI and using it in your business, feel free to raise your hand. We'll bring up a couple of people and share. I'd like to go ahead and I'm going to bring up Aki Aheen. This guy,
Aki.
like me, he will tell you, just a few months ago, he classified himself as a zero when it comes to AI technology. And now I got to tell you, he is definitely a hero. This guy is making some incredible social media posts, videos. He is not just a wave of posts out on the internet, but a tsunami. Key, are you able to unmute and share a little bit about your success with the system so far? He may not be able to do that. So I'm going to bring up one other person here. Let's see here. Somebody else we can bring up and share. Marcia. Let's bring Marcia up here. I'm going to promote you to panelist, Marcia. Same thing, Marcia, she's really just been learning this. Marcia, are you able to unmute and say a few words for us?
I joined the panelists.
Yeah, and share your picture too, your beautiful smile.
Okay, can
That's,
you hear
that's
me?
great.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So, the Breakfast Club is just inspiring me, and um, I I am like ready to rock and roll. I'm really getting the power of it because I do have a couple books and courses I want to work on or write one or just start the ball rolling. However, I'm fully I'm fully transformed. I really got the ease of it and the application. It's just about getting in there and doing it and feeling more comfortable from doing.
That's
But
fantastic. And you know what? Marcia has had a career before this, and she retired from her career. She was a RN, right? And you coordinated RNs, and you have a
yeah,
lot of experience in the healthcare industry. Um,
yes.
tell us a little bit about you. Like, where do you live in the United States? Tell to some of the people that don't know you.
Okay, so I live in the suburbs of Boston,
Okay,
and my suburbs is really 20 minutes away from New Hampshire. I know people have heard of New Hampshire. And I've lived in the Boston area since 1976, the year I got out of college. So Boston is home for me
great.
at this point. And I
And I saw that you registered for our in-person YouTube Pro boot camp. Is that correct? You coming to Franklin, Tennessee?
yes, I am. After I get off here, I'll definitely complete that job and pay for it, whatever.
Awesome.
But yeah,
Yeah.
but just briefly, I have been um, working as a nurse, a clinical leader. Later on, as of I think it was about 84 or something like that, I went into psychiatry. No, no, later in the 80s. And so that's my specialty, psychiatry. And I've been my career started in addictions, and then I went into um, psychiatry full time, and I
Wow.
was clinical leader in a Harvard teaching hospital, Cambridge Health Alliance. I don't know if you guys hear about it, but right in there with the politics and everything.
That's great. Well, you definitely have credibility in your industry, and we look forward to crafting your message to get to the audiences that you want to attract. And we're excited about having you in the platform. What a beautiful story, and you guys need to meet her. And just really, she will inspire you. So will Key. Both of these people, both Aki and Marcia, are an inspiration to anybody because they'll tell you if they could do it, you could do it. There's no excuse. I promise you, they will tell you that.
Yeah.
So, and they're troopers in the AI Genius Club, and we're inspired to have them on the call. So they're leaders in their own way, and they inspire other people. And I think they're both active older adults, and they are very active, like super duper active. Okay, so we're excited about having you guys here. Thank you, Marcia, for being here. Can't wait to give you a big hug in Tennessee. So
Thank you. Thank you guys for the job you do.
yes,
And
absolutely.
Suzanne too. You're
High five. Woo.
Susan's awesome.
Yeah.
We
All
couldn't
right.
make it without Susan.
yes.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for joining us here. We'll wrap this up, and I think we need to close it out for the day. So we want to thank you. Don't forget, every day, Monday through Friday, we have exciting things to talk about, and we'll show you the result tomorrow of what we started today. You saw that we started the process, and this is a lab, right? It's not, you don't finish everything all the time. Sometimes we do, right? But in this project, it's a big project. You're going to see us work it in the lab and work it and see it come to fruition. Okay. You guys are
Yeah,
the
and if you guys think this was great, come see us in Tennessee. The link's at the bottom of the chat. Feel free to click that, join us, and you guys will really get some huge value in in person working with us. Thank you
yes.
for being here.
And you'll meet Suzanne, you'll meet my wife, Jeanette, you'll meet all of our families and team members. You'll meet Dr. Breakthrough. You'll meet all of us. And guys, it'll be a life-changing event for you guys to come here. So if you can make it, let's make it happen. Okay. God bless you
All right.
guys. We'll talk soon.